What if I told you that one simple habit could improve your English faster than years of studying grammar? And no, it doesn't require expensive courses or living abroad. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the habit that almost every fluent English speaker has in common. Once you understand it, you'll never learn English the same way again. So what is that habit? It's surprisingly simple. Always talk in English. Now you might be thinking, is it really that simple? Yes, and here's why. Have you ever wondered why some people become fluent in English much faster than others? It is not because they have a higher IQ. It is not because they attend expensive courses, and it is definitely not because they know every grammar rule. The biggest difference is much simpler. They make English a part of their everyday lives. One of the most powerful habits they develop is this. They always try to talk in English. At first, this sounds difficult, maybe even impossible. Many English learners think, what if I make mistakes? What if I cannot find the right words? What if people laugh at me? These fears are completely normal. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Nobody starts by speaking perfect English. Children do not learn their first language by memorizing grammar books. They learn by listening, copying, making mistakes, and speaking every single day. Learning English works in exactly the same way. If you only read English, your reading skills will improve. If you only listen to English, your listening skills will become stronger. But if your goal is to speak English confidently, then you must actually speak. There is simply no shortcut. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. You can watch hundreds of videos. You can read dozens of books. You can learn every theory about balance. But until you actually sit on a bicycle and start riding, you will never become good at it. Speaking English is no different. You become a better speaker by speaking. Many students spend years studying grammar. They know the difference between the present perfect and the past perfect. They can solve grammar exercises with almost perfect scores. Yet, when someone asks them a simple question like, "How was your day?" they freeze. Not because they do not know English, but because they've never trained their brain to respond naturally. Speaking is a skill, and every skill improves with practice. The more you speak, the faster your brain learns to organize words into sentences. At first, you may speak slowly. You may pause often. You may forget simple words. That is perfectly fine. Fluency does not begin with perfection. It begins with courage. One common mistake many learners make is waiting until they feel ready. They tell themselves, I will start speaking after I learn more vocabulary. Then they say, I will start after I finish this grammar course. Later they think, maybe next month. Unfortunately, that day never comes. The truth is simple. You become ready by speaking. Not before, not after, but during the process. Another mistake is trying to translate every sentence from your native language into English. This slows your speaking dramatically. Instead, train yourself to think directly in English. Start with simple thoughts. I am making breakfast. The weather is beautiful today. I need to finish my homework. I should drink more water. These short sentences may seem unimportant, but they teach your brain to think in English without translation. That is a huge step toward fluency. You do not need an English-speaking country to practice. You do not even need a speaking partner. All the time, you can practice anywhere. Talk to yourself while cooking. Describe what you see while walking. Explain your daily routine out loud. Retell a movie after watching it. Read a short paragraph and summarize it in your own words. Record your voice on your phone. Then listen to yourself. At first, you may notice pronunciation mistakes or awkward pauses. That is good. It means you have discovered what needs improvement. Every recording becomes a lesson. Do not compare yourself with fluent speakers who have spent years practicing. Compare yourself with the person you were yesterday. If today you can speak for 1 minute without stopping, that is progress. Tomorrow, try for 2 minutes. Small improvements create remarkable results over time. Confidence also grows through action. Many learners believe confidence comes first. Actually, confidence comes after repeated practice. The first conversation may feel uncomfortable. The second becomes a little easier. The 10th feels natural. The 100th feels effortless. That is how confidence is built. Remember, communication is more important than perfection. Native speakers make grammar mistakes too. They forget words. They pause while thinking. They correct themselves. Yet they continue speaking. That is why conversations keep flowing. Do not stop every few seconds to correct every tiny mistake. Keep talking. Your fluency matters more than perfect accuracy in everyday conversations. Vocabulary is important, but using the words you already know is even more important. Many learners know thousands of English words. However, they rarely use them. Knowledge without practice disappears quickly. Words become part of your active vocabulary only when you speak them repeatedly. Create opportunities to use new words in real sentences. The more often you use them, the more naturally they will come to your mind. Consistency is the real secret. Speaking English for 15 minutes every day is much more effective than studying for 5 hours once a week. Daily practice builds strong habits. Those habits slowly transform into confidence and fluency. Imagine where you could be 1 year from now if you speak English every single day. Even for a short time, your pronunciation will improve. Your vocabulary will grow. Your confidence will increase. Most importantly, speaking English will start to feel natural instead of stressful. The journey may seem slow at first, but every sentence you speak brings you one step closer to your goal. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Every conversation makes you stronger. Every day of practice shapes a more confident version of yourself. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop worrying about making mistakes. Stop believing that you need perfect grammar before you open your mouth. The best way to learn spoken English is surprisingly simple. Talk. Talk every day. Talk even when you are unsure. Talk even when your sentences are imperfect. Because every fluent English speaker reached fluency one conversation at a time. And if they could do it, so can you. So make yourself one promise today. From this moment forward, whenever you get the chance, always talk in English. So, here's my challenge for you. From today, stop waiting for the perfect moment to speak English. Start speaking today. Speak for 5 minutes. Then tomorrow, speak again. And the day after that. Remember, fluency isn't built in a single day. It's built one conversation at a time. If you make mistakes, that's okay. Every mistake is proof that you're learning. So make yourself one promise today. Whenever you get the chance, always talk in English. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who wants to speak English confidently. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.